like backflip.
A leap of faith. To take action without fear. With an outcome unknown. They say to travel the world before you settle down. Explore and have fun before you slave away at a corporate job. That you should take risk while you're still young. That you won't be able to do stuff when responsibilities in life hits. Of course, you don't want a midlife crisis where you feel like you haven't done anything in your life. So the reality of the situation hits you. Time is ticking. And if you aren't careful, you might miss your life. Soon you won't have the opportunity to take action, to be in an unknown place with no idea what happens next. A foreign place is exotic, alienating. You almost feel lost and unable to fit in where you are. But that's almost the whole point. You can feel invisible in moments in time, where you can reinvent who you are, and there's no social safety net. This is daunting, intimidating. But with the unwavering human spirit, this journey will bear itself. Self-discovery, empowerment, and competence. For the longest time you wait until someone would go with you to the ends of the earth, not only for support, but also to share memories with one another. But as you continue to get older, you realize this would only happen if you did it alone. And inevitably, you come to realize you must do it alone. It's typical in any movie script for a character to start his arc. So you decide you want a story to tell, and to come on the other side as a different person. And once you taste this new freedom and uncertainty, where your own wits alone will be the difference between survival and death. Not to be dramatic, but it feels like this is what a human being should feel. To take off the safety nets and just live. To live in the micro decision and the consequences that follow. And you will have many tribulations, feeling sick and alone. But then it works out. This newfound calmness and confidence in your ability to navigate the severity of a high-stakes scenario and situation. Because you must confront them head on. You have no choice. 500 years ago, think about all the people who sailed the oceans into the unknown. They would have to wait months to get somewhere they didn't even know existed. Yet we can go around the planet in a day. But with that opportunity, we don't even leave our bedrooms. See, when you're abroad, you have no choice but to meet someone new. When your connections and social circles are across the planet, you must build new ones. Boredom, impossible. The food, new architecture, new ways of thinking from the locals, new activities you never thought of trying. You find it real hard to not be fixated in the moment at all times. To be present. These new experiences do something to the human psychology. They actually create a time dilation. Your perception of time starts to slow down at an incredible rate. When you're constantly uncomfortable, on your toes out of necessity, and are experiencing new things, days feel like weeks, weeks feel like months, and months feel like years. One thing you'll learn very quickly is that life comes very fast, and it's exponential. The longer you wait to take action, quicker it'll pass you by. We don't think about our experiences, but our accomplishments. Maybe that's a little backwards. Life sometimes isn't about what you've accomplished, but what you've experienced. It's the one thing we exclusively own to ourselves. Nobody can take away a good memory, that feeling of nostalgia. The thing about nostalgia is you can't really feel it in the moment. Only years later when you notice those were the good times. You owe it to your future self to do incredible things, so they can sit back and have a deep bag of reminiscing. By the end of a voyage, you feel completely different. A more rounded person, and closer to your authentic, actualized self. To become 100% purely authentic is an impossible fate, something we all strive for. Yet the journey to this perfection feels like purpose. For the first time, your life means something, and the frequency of that authenticity lies in a frame in which true happiness and satisfaction come from. In everything you ever do, you will never feel as satiated and content than on a journey to which you know nothing to where it leads. It's funny because for the longest time you would think that happiness lies in comfort, that it lies in accomplishing all your goals and sitting back and enjoying the spoils. Maybe to some that's making an arbitrary amount of money. To others it's a relationship and even starting a family. All those things are on a bucket list. But let the outcome flow. Don't fixate on things you can't control. Sometimes it takes a massive amount of acceptance to understand that you may spend your whole life on something and never achieve it. And even worse, you never even truly cared about it. Most of us don't even know what we want, but we spend hours a day fixating on things we think we want, obsessing over the things that don't matter. We worry about others' perception of us. To evolve is to stay grounded. Be confident in yourself and who you are, and living with the social backlash. Holding in your true self to others is pointless. Don't be a circus clown who constantly performs and never actually shows his true colors. Your friends might not even know you, but who is the real you? It circles back to why the journey is important, the self-discovery. Without the experience, you don't know who you are. Self-discovery is testing yourself in a unique situation, how you respond. You start to really know your interests when you've tried many things. Sometimes we fixate on who we are and things we've experienced first. The first person you date feels like your soulmate. When you're a kid, you think the only food you like is dino nuggets. Expand your palate. Most people wear masks, some thicker than others. The goal is to know who you are without the mask. Most people only know the mask and the mask alone. The arc of a character is that very thing. The narrative of a story changes them. But maybe what's really happening is they found who they really were. Don't be paralyzed by fear and what ifs. Taking actions can sometimes be overwhelming, but take it one day at a time. Ask yourself, if I was where I want to be, how would my day look? What would I be investing time into? And if I said I was going to do something, did I actually pull through? Sometimes we fail at our own ambitions, but other times when we do what we say we're going to do, it makes all the difference.